The White House was supposed to be the most secure place in the world, every inch covered by cameras, every hallway guarded, every movement monitored. But that night, something felt off. Keanu Reeves had woken up to get a glass of water when he noticed it, a shadow moving just outside his bedroom door. He froze, his heart pounding. At this hour, no one should be walking these halls alone. The Secret Service had strict patrol routes, and he knew them well. But this figure wasn't following them. Curiosity took over fear. Who was this? A staff member? An intruder? Someone who wasn't supposed to be here? Keanu didn't know why, but instead of calling for help, he decided to follow. The figure moved silently through the hall, slipping into the darkened corridors that led toward the East Wing. Keanu Reeves kept his distance, staying hidden behind large pillars and antique furniture. His heart pounded with every step. If he got caught, would anyone believe him? The stranger stopped suddenly near a large painting, one of the oldest in the White House. Keanu held his breath as he watched. The figure looked around carefully, then reached out and pressed something against the wall. A faint click echoed through the hall. Then, to Keanu's shock, the painting shifted slightly. The stranger grabbed the edge and pulled. A secret door opened behind it. Keanu's breath hitched. What the? He had lived here for years and had never known about this. Was this a hidden passage? Where did it lead? Before he could think twice, the stranger stepped inside. And without hesitation, Keanu followed. The hidden passage was narrow and dark, leading downward into what felt like an underground tunnel. The walls were lined with old bricks, and the air was thick with dust. Keanu Reeves's footsteps were light, careful. He had no idea where this led, but he knew one thing. This wasn't just some forgotten maintenance tunnel, it was something else. The passage finally opened into a dimly lit chamber. Keanu peered around the corner, his stomach twisting at what he saw. Stacks of old documents, locked filing cabinets, and dozens of surveillance monitors. Each screen showed different areas of the White House, some of which weren't supposed to be under surveillance at all. The stranger walked to one of the cabinets and pulled out a thick folder, flipping through it quickly. Keanu's blood ran cold when he saw what was inside. It wasn't just classified government documents. It was files on his family. Keanu Reeves's eyes darted over the documents and a chill ran down his spine. They weren't just about his father. They contained details on conversations, personal routines, even financial transactions. Some were decades old, while others were shockingly recent. He inhaled sharply. Whoever this was, they had been watching his family for years. The stranger suddenly stiffened. They had noticed something. Keanu's stomach flipped as the man turned slightly, his face still hidden under the shadows of his hood. His head tilted, as if sensing another presence. Had Keanu been caught? Before he could move, the stranger grabbed something from the desk, a small black drive, and stuffed it into his pocket. Then, without warning, he turned and bolted toward the exit. Keanu Reeves's instincts kicked in. He sprinted after him. "Hey, stop!" His voice echoed in the chamber. The stranger didn't hesitate. He dashed through the tunnel, feet pounding against the stone. Keanu chased him, adrenaline surging through his veins. But just before reaching the entrance, the stranger did something Keanu wasn't expecting. He turned back, just for a second, and threw something toward Keanu's feet. A small, silver device landed with a soft clink. Then, before Keanu could react, the stranger slipped through the door, disappearing into the darkness of the White House. Keanu bent down, picking up the object. It was a USB drive, and attached to it was a note, scribbled in hurried handwriting. "If you want to know the truth, Don't trust anyone. Keanu's hands tightened around the drive. His mind was racing. What had he just uncovered? Who was that person? And more importantly, what did they know? And if you love unraveling hidden secrets, subscribe to this channel and hit the bell icon so you never miss a story like this.